What is going on, everybody? So today I'm doing a video on bristle worms. Like, I hate these things so much, and especially because I do aquarium service, my hands always in tanks or either rescaping or moving things around. And these things, if you're not careful, they'll get underneath your skin and they'll sting you, and they're just so annoying to have in customers' tanks. Not only are they really ugly, they're just a pest. They don't really seem to mess with the tank or hurt anything in the tank. So I only have a couple of aquariums where they are like really a problem, and there's this new 3D printed bristle worm trap that's on the market, and we ordered a couple of them, so I want to kind of give it a try and see how it works. So I'm really excited about this, so I'm gonna share that video with you guys in a second. But first, I just did this really pretty aquarium today, and I have to share it with you guys. This thing is ridiculous. One of the coolest tanks I've seen in a long time. Just take a look at this. Wow, so here we are at the customer's tank, and look at this. Look at this aquarium. Look at the rose bubble tips that are in this tank. Like, they're just so beautiful. What an amazing anemone tank. The clownfish are being hosted by them. They're loving life. And we just have some rock flowers here. We have that beautiful acanthalia, which is like $1,000 coral. I love the colors on that thing. The mouth is wide open, hoping to get some food. We have this blastomuso with a ton of heads on there, one of my favorite corals. There's so many, these anemones reproduce so fast, I'm constantly having to frag some of them out of here. I have to pull them out. Tons of Recordia mushrooms, all different colors. And yes, that is a Frankenstein bounce mushroom. That started off about the size of a dime, and it's huge now. Bunch of little red discosoma mushrooms down below, more orange Recordias in the back. Every type of like mushroom we have in this aquarium, it's crazy. Recordias, discosomas, like Rhodacus, like everything is in here. Insane. But the coralline algae on the back glass just gives you an idea of just how well aged this tank is. Now, there is a little bit of adaptation here, but I mean, this tank is just kicking butt. I just love the way it looks. It's so pretty. Very simple aquarium. And again, this coral right here, this Frankenstein bounce mushroom, this is like over $1,000 coral. I just soak it in. It's the purples. Yeah. But this is why you clicked on the video. This is the bristle worm trap right here. Just got these in. This is what it looks like. Pretty simple, straightforward. This is the nano aquarium that it will be going into. It's rocking and rolling, looking really good. Little soft coral tank, nothing too crazy, but there's a ton of bristle worms in here, and I really want to get them out because every time I do, I want to get some of this coral out and frag up and replace it with some brighter stuff. And if I do that, I just get attacked by bristle worms. So we're going to go ahead and take this little silver side right here, and we're going to bait the trap. So simple enough. I just mashed up the silver sides, put it in the center little area right here. And that should definitely be enough to attract them. Trap is back in the tank, and I've never used one of these before, so I'm very curious how it will work out, but I have pretty good faith in it. I know for a fact that the bristle worms be attracted to that silver side, so they're definitely going to go in there. So the question is, how many is it going to be able to catch? But they crawl through those holes, and we'll see. Little prawn goby coming out to say goodbye to us. So I'll be back here in a week. I wish I could come tomorrow, but we're here once a week, so we'll have to wait a week, and we'll see what we got. All right, here we are back at the job, and there is our little bristle worm trap, and I'm already looking in and seeing some bristle worms in there. This looks like it's packed full. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what we got. Let's take it out and see what we got here. Oh my god. You can see the bristle worms coming out of the trap. Set the lid down here. All right, let's see what we caught. Hold on, let me get a bucket. This tank is just filled with these things. We just moved the scraper and they just fell out of the scraper. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Let's take it out. And oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Look at all those. So we're gonna get those out with a fish net or something. Wow. All right, so I got the trap outside here, and I'm gonna open it up. And I really hate these things because I've been, stung by these, and it feels almost like fiberglass going into your skin. It's such an irritating thing. So a decent amount in there. I have no doubt that if we would have been able to get this like a day after we baited it, we'd get a lot more, or maybe even a couple hours after we bait it, we'd be able to get a lot more. But you just do this every single time, and you're gonna get a good amount of stupid things. Let's see, oh man, and I don't want to touch them. But look at that. Those little quills or whatever on the side, if those touch you, they get lodged into your skin, and they're so, oh, don't touch me. They're so irritating. They'll literally bother you all day. You'll just feel like something's stuck in your finger, and it can be really irritating. Like I said, it feels almost like fiberglass in your skin, if anyone knows that feeling. But I'm gonna clean this out, and then what I'm gonna do is bait it again and get some more of these things out of here. This is the best. This trap works really, really well, and this is the best way I would say to get rid of these. Catching them with a fish net is not gonna help. Getting with like a plastic container, or scooping them out, it's just not gonna work. They're stubborn. So so far this works really good, and I'd have to say I'm really impressed. This is awesome. And I'm sure there's ways you can make like a homemade one of these, like with a plastic bottle or something, but this actually works really, really well, and they seem to be stuck in there. So all right, let's kill these guys and rebait it, put it back in. Clean the trap with fresh water, tap water from the hose. Let these guys sit in that hose water until they're dead, and I'm just gonna toss them. You can see they're all curled up right now. Ugh, that's a good amount of them though, and they're huge. Wow, that's just so impressive. Yeah, this trap has worked really, really well for us, and I think if we continue to put it in here, we can put a huge dent in the population of bristleworms. Sorry, for those of you who want to stick around, I am now at another customer's house, and I want to show you guys their tank, because there's something in this tank that I don't see in a lot of people's aquariums, and I think is underrated, and I'm just going to show you why I think more people need to have this in their tank. Let's take a look inside. All right, so here is the aquarium, and this is the piece I was talking about. This is a blue plating sponge. This thing is really, really, really pretty, bright blue color, and which is hard to show up on the camera, but for those of you who are having trouble maybe growing monopora, this is a perfect substitute for monopora. It's got a very deep blue color, and it's got that same shelving that comes out like that, just like monopora. It is a sponge, so it's flexible, it's bendy, not rigid like a monopora. But this one started off as just a small little fragment, like that little centerpiece, and then it's grown like this within what, probably about 6 weeks or so. It's grown quickly, and he has monopora in his tank, but his monopora started to do poorly. It's coming back a little bit now, but he really thought that the sponge would be a nice addition to this tank, especially because this is an old school tank, an older school tank. He's got a lot of softies, you know, toadstools, a lot of blue mushrooms, big old max carpet, and then, you know, the old school hammers and pallies and stuff like that. So it's a low maintenance aquarium, and he wanted something that was going to be low maintenance and easy. And these are photosynthetic, I believe, so that means, you know, you don't have to worry about feeding them anything special or anything like that to keep them alive. Yeah, if you come across these blue plating sponges, pick them up for sure. Just make sure when you put them in your aquarium, you do not expose them to air. You don't dip them, you don't do anything like that. If you do dip them, I don't think I'd recommend it, but definitely don't expose them to air. Put them in your aquarium with whatever tank water they come in, because sponges cannot be exposed to air. They will not do well, they will eventually die. Got a little green star polyp here, which is weird because everybody knows who has green star polyp knows how fast this green star polyp grows. And this sucker has been staying that size forever. It's so strange to me. Now, I've done videos of this tank in the past. This aquarium was completely covered in flatworms, like the most flatworms I think I had ever seen in a tank in my life. And we did treatment after treatment after treatment in this aquarium to finally get rid of flatworms. And now I don't think there's a trace of them in here. And ever since we started doing that, the mushrooms have definitely, for whatever reason, taken a hit, is the best way I could describe it. They used to cover this whole back area right here, and they've definitely taken a hit. So I don't know what's up with that. Also, got some starfish here. Again, the starfish are all through this tank, but ever since we got the harlequin shrimp in this aquarium, we've seen a huge decline in the amount of little white starfish in this tank. So maybe just other things are taking up the tank. That maybe it's just other things that are thriving. Got some red mushrooms right there. I'd like to get some more red mushrooms in here. That'd be pretty dope. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this this little sponge right here because I don't see it in a lot of people's tank, and we've been getting them at the shop a lot, and I've been putting them in people's aquariums, and people just really responded well to them. And again, if somebody who's having trouble with monopora and growing monopora and doesn't have success but still wants that plating look, that's a perfect coral for you. All right, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one.